tātou katoa nau mai hoki mai ki tōku reo. Ko rau kura ahau.
Kia ora hoa mā, ko rai mōna ahau, and welcome to TŌKU Reo. Our show is a fun and interactive way to learn te reo Māori. It's based on the Te Whanake Māori language resources by Professor John Moorfield, and the best thing about it is we bring the reo to you. Man, you don't even have to leave your chair.
Mean, and as usual, we start off with some grammar. Then we'll get back after the break with our top 10 kupu.
You'll also be tested in our exercise segment towards the end of our show. But unlike school, there's no writing involved. All that's required is your attention, which is cool for people like me who, only went to school to eat lunch.
Not so perfect after all.
Whatever, sis, near you were thinking I was perfect.
Actually, what I meant was...
Yeah, whatever, cut it out. Anyway, too late, you already said it. Let's get started with today's grammar point. Perfect. We'll kick off today's show by revising the mahi we covered in the last episode. This was an extension of ko wai tō ingoa. Do you remember these? Who is your friend? Ko wai tō hoa. Ko wai tō māma. Who is your mother? Ko wai tō koroua. Who is your grandfather? Ko wai tō tamaiti. Who is your child? Ko wai tō pāpa. Who is your father? Well, head over to our mate's house where they're all having dinner. They can demonstrate how to use these examples.
You got any tamariki, bro?
Yep, I've got a son.
Really? Koe tō tamaiti?
Ko Pita taku tamaiti. He just started primary school. What about you? Any tamariki?
Kyle, not just yet. I gotta find me a tāne first.
Yeah, that'll be a good start, eh?
My best friend has 2 tamariki, so I got a fair idea of what I'll be in for.
True. Ko ai tō hoa?
Ko ameria taku hoa.
Okay, those were examples of how to ask who one of the rallies is. When we change this to a plural form, we simply drop the T from tō. For instance, ko wai o matua is asking, who are your parents? So let's see some examples. Who are your friends? Ko wai o hoa. Who are your elders? Ko wai o kau mātua. Who are your children? Ko wai o tamariki. Who are your parents? Ko wai o mātua. Who are your grandchildren? Ko wai o mokopuna. So the key word in this language pattern is o, which is the plural form of the word tō, your. Let's head back over to our mate's place to see them using this language pattern. Now pay close attention to today's grammar point.
Thanks for helping with the dishes, guys.
Nah, it's all good. It's the least we could do for the main feed.
Hey, bro, ko wai o mātua?
Ko Pita taku pāpa, ko Hana taku māma.
Do they come up this way very often?
Nah, but I visit them as much as I can, though. What about you? Ko wai o mātua?
Ko tāmati taku matua, and ko anahira taku whaia.
So o is the plural form of tō. O is used when you are referring to more than one thing or person. For example, your friends would be o hua. So unlike the English language, we drop the T instead of adding an S. Now, just to make sure you fully understand this, we'll return to all of the examples from today's show. The first set focuses on the singular form. Who is your friend? Ko wai tō hoa. Ko wai tō māma. Who is your mother? Ko wai tō koroua. Who is your grandfather? Ko wai tō tamaiti. Who is your child? Ko wai tō pāpa. Who is your father? This next set of examples are the plural form. Take note of the tō being changed to o. Who are your friends? Ko wai o hoa. Who are your elders? Ko wai o kaumātua. Who are your children? Ko wai o tamariki. Who are your parents? Ko wai o mātua. Who are your grandchildren? Ko wai o mokopuna. That's all the grammar we have for today. Raukura will be back after the break with our top 10 Māori words, but before that, we'll look at some dialect. These are examples of terms or words that are used in different tribal areas. We'll see you after the break.
There are many sentences in Ngāti Porou like that where they cut it short. The difference between kei te aha koe, which Ngāti Porou uses, and other people say kei te pēhea koe, is this, that the thinking behind that is there is an inference that you only need to say this much and the rest is understood. But secondly, Ngāti Porou are a people that cut to the chase. If you are saying something and others can grasp the meaning, you try and brief it to keep the attention of the listeners. And people get easily bored if you're going to say the same old taupara over again, or the same old speech, and they know where you're going to go to, and so forth. People like to be kept fresh and on a journey of surprise, I guess.
Katipu kaora hi. Katipu kaora hi.
To reinforce what you're learning on TŌKU Reo at home, visit our website at www.tokureo.maori.nz. On the homepage, you'll find a link to episodes. Find the episode you'd like to swat up on and click it. Here you'll find a summary of what's in that episode, as well as a list of interactive exercises down the right-hand side. Here's an example. Back at the homepage, you'll also find links to the other Te Whanake resources, more exercises, a forum for TŌKU Reo viewers, and a free online Māori dictionary. Have fun, kia ū!
Katipu kaora hi.
Welcome back. It's time to add another 10 new kupu to your vocabulary. We've designed this segment so that you can learn and retain the words. The kupu in today's show are all based on place names around New Zealand, so there will be no translations. Your job is to focus on pronunciation and spelling, as these names in particular are commonly mispronounced. Here's how it works. We'll start off with just 5 kupu. You'll hear the pronunciation first and then you'll see how it's spelt. After that, we'll give you some images to help you remember them. Are you ready? Here's the first 5. Manukau. Te kaiwhata. Kai taia. Te rapa. Puke kohe. Now we'll go over the same 5 words, but this time we'll add a map of New Zealand that shows the location of the place name. This will make it easier to remember, so you'll see a map of the place name first, then you'll hear the word pronounced correctly, followed by how it's spelt. Manukau. Te kaiwhata. Kai taia. Te rapa. Puke kohi.
Ka tipu, ka ora, hei.
Good one. You've just added some new kupu to your vocabulary. The next 5 words are more common place names in Māori that are often severely mispronounced. So listen carefully. You'll hear the correct pronunciation of each name and then you'll see how it's spelt. Kai kaura. Whakatāne. Tuātoki. Whangamata. Te awa mutu. Just like before, we'll add an image of a map with the location highlighted to help you remember it, followed by the correct pronunciation and finally how it's spelt. Check it out. Kai kaura. Whakatāne. Tuātoki. Whangamata. Te awa mutu.
Ka tipu, ka ora, hei.
Well, that's 10 more kupu to add to our vocab. You'll be speaking Māori in no time. Before we finish off today's vocab segment, we'll take one more look at today's top 10. Don't forget to say them out loud at home. Manuko. Te kaiwhata. Kai taia. Te rapa. Puke kohi. Kai kaura. Whakatāne. Tuātoki. Whangamata. Te awa mutu.
Ka tipu, ka ora, hei.
Remember, if you want to practice these words some more, visit our website and do the interactive exercises. Well, whānau, it's that time of the show where we hear another new word by Te Taurewhiri, the Māori Language Commission. As per usual, we'll be testing you on everything we've learnt today in our exercise segment after the break. See you soon.
When our people migrated here from the Pacific, they found the climate did not lend itself too favourably towards the cultivation of tropical fruits like the pineapple and coconut. The banana was once such fruit that failed such endeavours. The word, therefore, also left the Māori tongue. The arrival of Pākehā brought about trade with other Pacific islands and also heralded the return of the banana to these shores. So in lieu of a traditional word for this fruit, we have decided instead to borrow one from our Pacific neighbours. So the new word today for banana is maika, taken from the Hawaiians. Maika, banana, no longer banana.
Ka tipu, ka ora, hei. Ka tipu, ka ora, hei.
To access the podcast, go to www.tokureo.maori.nz and click on episodes. Choose your episode and move the mouse to the right-hand side of the screen where you'll find a link called Podcasts. Click this link to download Tōku Reo podcast to your iPod, MP3 player, etc. video, audio and exercises, you can brush up on your te reo Māori skills anywhere, anytime, 24/7. Kia kaha.
Ka tipu, ka ora, hei.
Welcome back, koutou. It's exercise time.
Yep, time to test how much you've learnt on tonight's show. If you feel like you need a bit more practice after our show, jump online and check out our other exercises.
This first exercise is a chance for you to practice today's language pattern. A sentence will be given in English, followed by a 5-second pause for you to translate into Māori. You will then hear the correct response, followed by another pause for you to repeat the answer. Here's an example. Who is your friend?
The correct answer is ko wai tō hoa. Okay, you guys can try the rest by yourselves now. Good luck.
Who is your mother? Ko wai tō mama. My mother is makareta. Ko makareta taku mama. My father is Peter. Ko Peter taku papa.
Now let's have a go at some role-play exercises. This is where you will play some of the characters in our real-life examples. The scene will pause for 5 seconds, prompting you to answer for the different characters.
You got any tamariki, bro?
Yep, I've got a son.
Really?
How should Mahina ask, who is your child?
Koe tō tamaiti.
Ko Pita taku tamaiti. He just started primary school. What about you? Any tamariki?
Kyle, not just yet. I gotta find me a tāne first.
Yeah, that'll be a good start, eh?
My best friend has 2 tamariki, so I got a fair idea of what I'll be in for.
True.
How should Jade ask, who is your friend?
Ko ai tō hoa.
How should Mahina reply, Amelia is my friend?
Ko Ameria taku hoa.
Thanks for helping with the dishes, guys.
Nah, it's all good. It's the least we could do for the main feed.
How would Maruia ask, who are your parents?
Hey, bro, ko ai o mātua?
And how would you answer like this?
Ko Pita taku papa, ko Hana taku mama.
Do they come up this way very often?
Nah, but I visit them as much as I can, though. What about you?
How would Jade ask, who are your parents?
Ko wai o mātua.
And how would Maruia reply with this answer?
Ko tāmati taku matua, and ko ana hira taku whaia.
Awesome! We're nearly finished for the day. The next exercise is multi-choice and is designed to help with the pronunciation of Māori place names that you have learnt so far. You will see a Māori place name appear followed by 3 different ways it can be pronounced. What you must do is choose the correct pronunciation of the Māori place name. Here's an example. Rotorua, Rotorua, Rotoroa. Rotorua.
Pretty easy, eh? Let's try the other place names.
Whangamata, whangamata, whangamata. Whangamata. Kai kōra, kai kōrā, ki ora. Kai kōra. Rua tauki, roa toki, rua toki. Rua toki. Manukau, manuka, manukau. Manukau. Puke kehe, puke kohe, puku kohe. Puke kohe. Te kauwata, te kauwhata, te kauwhata. Te kauwhata. Choice one. Man, you guys deserve a rest after all that hard work. It's time to hear this week's learning tip.
Tēnā nō koutou. Listening to Māori waiata or songs can help you learn the language. Listening carefully to the words of the waiata to understand them and singing them to yourself can help improve your pronunciation, vocabulary and phrases. You may already know a song or two, even the national anthem in Māori. Have a look at the Te Whanake website via the TŌKU website and hear songs that have been composed for learners of Māori. Most of the songs on Te Whanake are composed and sung by the late Hirini Melbourne, famous for his music and revival of the use of traditional Māori musical instruments.
Kotipu, kaora, hei!
Well, that concludes another jam-packed episode on TŌKU Reo. Just in case you want to brush up on your skills, or if you know of anyone that missed tonight's show, check out our website www.tokureo.maori.nz for more interactive exercises, links to our podcast and other Te Whanake resources.
These tools are all free, guys, and they're there to help you with everything you learn on our show and beyond. Before we sign off for the day, let's see what's coming up on tomorrow's show.
We'll be revisiting the plural grammar points and kupuhau that we learnt on tonight's show. And if you feel like your fluency needs improving, then make sure you tune in because once again, we've got native speakers coming to help us out with our reo.
Awesome! Practice hard. Until next time, e hoa ma, kia mau,
Kia au,
ki tōku reo.
Koto